The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Horses are on the track, parading the posts 15 minutes early. Number 1, down by the parade, Nick Clegg in the right position. Thank you. Number 2, Shuffle's Cool Legacy, J.G. Wingard. Number 3, All Bull and No Beef, Chris Hirschberger. Number 4, Red Bull, Tyler Angus. And number 5, Pure Dragon, Keith Cash Jr.
Welcome back to Cortland. That was your post-parade for the first race. This is a 2-year-old colt and gelding pace, first division, purse of $6,200. So
Yes.
let's take a look at the horses in this race.
The number 1 horse is down by the parade, and if you were watching races from Scioto Downs on Saturday, you would have seen this Nick Clegg, Betty Clegg partnership send this one forward in the $150,000 Next Generation and finish second. This was a $8,000 purchase on the select sale, and as I said, picked up a cool $37,500 just on Saturday night.
Shuffle's Cool Legacy, John G. Wengert is the driver and trainer. Lily Flynn owns this horse and also bred. This is a Mr. Cooley out of Shuffle and Dealum by Spectacular Deal. He's had 2 qualifier starts at Northfield. Fastest that this horse paced up there was 2, 4, and 3.
CNC Stables of LLC, Canton, Ohio, own the 3-horse All Bull and No Beef. Chris Hirschberger trains and drives this 2-year-old by Bullville Powerful out of She Has Pony by Presidential Ball. Has made 1 start.
Red Bull, Tyler Angus up from the 4-hole. Renee Looney is the trainer. Mark Wright from Frankfort, Kentucky owns this down by the seaside. Out of the Ponderosa mare UCLA, 2 starts this year and a bunch of qualifiers.
Nick Clegg said he almost Amished this one a couple months ago. He purchased it for $10,000, wasn't really high on it. He says he almost Amished it, but he's glad he didn't. This is Pure Dragon by Fear the Dragon out of Pure Maid by Always a Virgin. Has had 3 starts, 1 win so far this season. What a difference a little time makes.
Paces are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Off stride at the start, down by the parade. Going right out for the lead. All Bull and No Beef has the lead. Into the turn they go. Red Bull gets away second. Third on the outside, Pure Dragon. Racing 4th as they race into the turn. Shuffle's Cool Legacy and trailing the field off stride down by the parade. Back pacing now. Down the backside they go. Up on the outside to take the lead. It's Pure Dragon and Keith Cash Jr. racing over the first quarter mark. All Bull and No Beef is there second. Third on the outside is Red Bull. Opening quarter 30 and 4/5. Closing the gap with every stride is down by the parade. And trailing the field as they race around the turn, it's Shuffle's Cool Legacy. As the field races over to the 3/8 mark. On the outside, Red Bull challenging for the lead with Pure Dragon coming to the halfway point. Racing 3rd, All Bull and No Beef. 4th is down by the parade and trailing the field, Shuffle's Cool Legacy. At the half in 102 and 1. Into the turn, go on to the 3/4 mark. On top of the field, Keith Cash Jr. with Pure Dragon by a length. On the outside, going the long mile is Red Bull. Inside 3rd, All Bull and No Beef. 4th on the outside, down by the parade and closing the gap Shuffles Cool Legacy now fifth. 3 in, 2 out. Go on to the 3/4 mark. The leader remains Pure Dragon by a head. The outside Red Bull is there second. 3 wide, down by the Parade. Now third, now second. 3/4, 135 and 1. New leader down by the Parade, and Nick Clegg takes command with 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Pure Dragon is there second. Third on the outside is Red Bull. Through the lane on the outside, down by the Parade. Coming back on the inside, Pure Dragon. Down by the Parade, Pure Dragon. All bull and no beef.
Down by the Dragon. That was a true grit mile from that colt. He made a break, was way back. I'm going to guess he was 15 back in that first turn.
I am
It
soaking wet.
It was ugly. Down by the Parade made that break, and then oddly enough, the one I was talking about was the one that was leading the pack. That was their other entry, Pure Dragon, the one that he said he nearly Amish. The only thing, the story he told me was the guy, he said he wanted 5, and the guy would only offer 45.
In the barn area, get them ready for the
So he
second.
kept him.
Get them ready for your second
Finished
race.
first, second in that race, the Cleggs did, but his Down by the Parade horse was back by at least 15. Caught the field by the second turn, was 3 wide. I mean, he powered over the field. But, of course, he just finished second in a mile in 53 and 2 at Scioto Downs last Saturday.
Definitely a top 2-year-old here in Ohio already, establishing himself as such. That $150,000 race is a new competition the last couple of years that they've created, and it certainly showcases our
Followed the
babies.
field some 5 or 6 lengths at the start with a break. Comes back and wins it by a head. Number 1, Down by the Parade. Betty Jo Clegg of Northfield, Ohio, owns and trains Nick Clegg in the sulky. 2-year-old gelding by Down by the Seaside of the Gracie's Parade. A winner, 205 4/5. Winner 4 of 5 full lifetime starts.
All right, so here we are. We are at Cortland Fairgrounds joining you this evening. We have, so far, the skies are cloudy, but no rain. They said there was a little bit of threat of rain. And we just got the first one in, and it was an exciting event. As Susan was telling you, the big miscue by Down the Parade at first, but he wasn't to be deterred. There's no doubt about that. So the Clegg stable finishing 1-2 in that, and we're got the rundown and the time of the mile again, 2:05 and 4.
Yep, we'll get the official placings from Roger Houston.
Parade, the winner. The 2, Shuffles Cool Legacy. 5, the 3, All Bull and No Beef. 3, the 4, Red Bull. 4, the 5, Pure Dragon. 2, Top Down. 1, 5, 3, 4, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 4. The half, 102 1. 3/4, 135 1. The mile, 205 4/5.
So that is the first race in the books. Second race coming up in tonight's card is the 2-year-old colt Trot. This is only one division, so they are going for quite a bit of money. They're going for $12,920. 8 2-year-old colt trotters, and we'll be back to take a look at that race right after this.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay. Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner. And Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Horses are on the track and pretty the post for hometown and Colt Stake 2-year-old trot. Number 1, 45 Maga, the driver Jason Thompson. Number 2, Uncle Rip with Justin Irvine. Number 3, Mr. Joyner, the driver Tyler Angus. Number 4, Cherry's Prize, Charlie Myrick. Number 5 is Mark 'em Up with Logan Eversole. Number 6, Just Like Tom, Brian J. Miller. Number 7 is Pink Panther, the driver Nick Clegg. And number 8, Blast, Chris Hirschberger in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate.
Okay, back at Cortland for the second race, the 2-year-old Colt Trot. Purse of $12,920. Let's take a closer look at these horses.
Purchased for $30,000 out of the Ohio Select Sale, the rail horse, 45 Maga with Jason Thompson at the lines, trained by Scott Cox, owned by Alan J. Miller from Millersburg, Ohio. This is first crop by the sire Marseille out of One Too Many by Man of Many Missions. No starts this year at all, so we have a blank slate for the one.
Uncle Rip, Justin Irvine, gets the drive for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie also co-owns this horse along with Heartland Acres. This is an Uncle Peter colt that they paid $29,000 for at the Ohio Selected Sale out of a Chapter 7 mare, Fire and Flood. First lifetime start.
Another one from the Ohio Select Sale for $15,000 is the 3, Mr. Joyner. Tyler Angus gets the call for trainer Charlie Myrick. This is a long Tom gelding out of Call Your Mother by Donato Hanover. Last raced at Northfield in a qualifier, made a boo-boo, broke during the mile, and first racing start for a purse right here.
Cherry's Prize, bred and owned by the Second Chance Stable of Ravino, Ohio. Charlie Myrick trains and will drive. This is an Enterprise colt out of Cherry Hill Chip, who is by Semper Fi Hall. First lifetime start.
Trainer Ray Crawford and Sue-Ann Crawford own the 5, Mark 'em Up. They have Logan Eversole take the reins on this one that was an Ohio Select Sale for $19,000. You could have had this one. Also, no prior starts.
Just Like Tom, Brian Miller is the driver and also the trainer for Midland Acres. This is a long Tom colt out of an Explosive Matter mare, Just the Way You Are As. Has had one qualifier at Scioto Downs where he trotted in 2, 4, and 2.
Pink Panther, the 7 horse, is another son of Marseille. And Nick Clegg and Betty Clegg team up. This one also was in the Next Generation on Saturday night.
Blast with Chris Hirschberger from the 8-hole. Darren Harvey is the trainer. Wayne Mass and Callum Racing the owners. 7 and 8 will trail, and we're going to pick up the action around the turn.
2-year-old trotters in behind the gate. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. That's Mark 'em Up. 8 2-year-old trotters going for the lead. Off stride, Mr. Joyner. into the first turn. On the inside, 45 Mega. Up on the outside to grab the racetrack is Markham Up. Moving second on the outside, Pink Panther. 45 Mega third. To the backside they go. Uncle Rip fourth on the outside, off stride. 45 Mega. Down the backside they go. Racing fifth is Cherry's Prize. Sixth, Just Like Tom. Racing seventh, 45 Mega. And trailing the field, Mr. Joyner. Over to the quarter in 33 seconds. Around the turn, coming to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field, Nick Clegg with Pink Panther showing the way by a length and a half. Markham Up, and there's second as he passes stand to the first time, coming to the halfway point. Racing third is Uncle Rip. Up on the outside, Blast, now third. Making a break, Cherry's Prize fifth. Sixth is Just Like Tom. Racing seventh, 45 Mega. Halfway home in 105. It's a race to the backside, trailing the field, off stride, Mr. Joyner. At the 5/8 mark, on top, it's Pink Panther by 2 1/4 lengths. Markham Up, right there second. Racing third is Blast. Fourth on the inside is Just Like Tom. Fifth on the outside, Uncle Rip at the 3/4 mark. Racing sixth, Cherry's Prize. 3/4, 136 and 1. Into the final turn, Pink Panther, the one to catch. Racing second is Markham Up, starting to come to the outside for Logan Eversole. They've got an 1/8 of a mile to go. On top, it's Pink Panther. Markham Up on the outside second. Into the stretch, it's all Pink Panther and Nick Clegg. On second, Markham Up. Blast is third.
The program, you would have probably picked Pink Panther.
Yes, if he was if there were pari-mutuals, he would be a lock, right?
Yeah.
1 to 5.
Absolutely. And even getting away from the 7-hole didn't seem to bother him in the second tier.
No, actually, he followed the one horse right out there and had a good position early, and then quickly made the move to the front.
Yeah.
Which is actually probably where you want to be when you think you have the best horse in the race.
Exactly, especially a bunch of other 2-year-old colt trotters making their first start. So we had
Actually,
a few of them.
this 5 horse that was second, I believe, was remarkable. He at least tried to give Pink Panther a little bit of a challenge going into the lane.
Yeah, at that point in the race,
Number
he was the
7,
only one
Pink
close enough to do
Panther.
anything.
Owned
Yes,
and
so
trained
we
by
had a
Betty
fair
Clegg of
amount
Northfield,
of
Ohio.
youngsters
Nick
not finding
Clegg
their
in
P's and Q's in this particular race, and sometimes you'll have that, especially since these are horses with very, very little experience at this point in the year.
I don't think so. Yeah. Mhm.
I think that was a training mile for Pink Panther.
Yes.
Happy people in the winner's circle, always, it's the best place to be.
So we will get the official rundown from Roger in just a few minutes. I didn't get the final time of the mile, did you?
I didn't either.
Okay,
He said.
Wait to hear that, but we can hear them talking. Big mile by Big Panther, no matter how fast they went to come out, as we said, from that 7-hole. Nice bunch of horses to have 8 in. This is the biggest purse of the year that I can remember for this early in the season, the $12,920.
Final time of that mile was 2:06 and 3. I believe he said 33 to the quarter.
Results are official.
136
Number 1,
to the
45
3/4.
Mega. 7, the 2, Uncle Rip. 5, the 3, Mr. Joyner. 8, the 4, Cherry's Prize. 6, the 5, Markham Up. 2, the 6, Just Like Tom. 4, the 7, Pink Panther, the winner. Number 8, Blast. 3, top down, 758, 624, 13 on the bottom. The quarter 33, The half, 105. 3/4, 136.1. The mile, 206 3/5. Third race, Keith Cash Jr.
That's 2 in the books for tonight. We have 7 races to bring you from the Trumbull County Fair here in Cortland. The third race is coming up. It's the second division of the 2-year-old colt pace, and we'll be back to take a look at the horses right after this.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
For the third race, 2-year-old colt and gelding pace, home talent colt stake. These are the horses. Number 1, Red Hot Ember, the driver Lanny Merriman. Number 2, Unerring with Eric Miller. Number 3, Peanut Fear, the driver Keith Cash Jr. Number 4, Catch the Sensation, Logan Ebersole. Number 5, Center Story with Nick Clegg. Number 6, Seize the Bay, Jason Thompson in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Barnary, get him ready for the 4th. Get him ready for the 4th.
Here we are at Cortland. We have 2-year-old colts and geldings in the second division of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. We have a 6-horse field set to go for a purse of $6,200.
First horse is Red Hot Ember, Lanny Merriman up for trainer Linda Main. Richard G. Johnson from the Villages in Florida is the owner. He also bred this horse. It's a Catch the Fire out of Rockin' Cali, who's by Rockin' Amadeus. 2 qualifying starts, both at Northfield. Paces mile in 2, 3, and 3, and then came back in 2 minutes and a 5th.
Purchased at the Lexington sale for $19,000 is the 2-horse Unerring, being driven by Eric Miller for trainer Corey Dyerman and owner David A. Kapp of Youngstown, Ohio. This colt, 2-year-old by Down by the Seaside, out of the Badlands Hanover mare. Ooh, she's a Badlands. It has 2 qualifiers starts under its belt and is going forward for the first time for money.
Peanut Fear and Keith Cash from the 3-hole for trainer owner Betty Clegg. This is a Fear the Dragon out of Peanut Butter Shake, one of my favorite names. Peanut Butter Shake, who's a Better's Delight. This horse has had 3 fair starts, finished 2nd at Paulding, 5th at Circleville, and 6th at Marion. Fastest was that 2nd at Paulding, where he paced in 2-3 flat.
No lines to look at on the 4, but Catch the Sensation, you might have guessed, is a gelding by the sire Catch the Fire out of Jazz Sensation by Well Said, trained by John Oliverio and owned by John Oliverio and Logan Ebersole in the bike, first-time starter.
To the gate.
Nick Clegg will drive Center Story for his wife Betty. This is a Well Said colt out of Art Center, who is by Art Major. A $12,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected Sale. Has raced at the 3 fairs, Paulding, Circleville, Marion. Won at Marion in 2-7.
Horse approaching this
The 6 is Seize the Bay, another down by the seaside colt out of Graceful Vision by Yankee Cruiser, owned by Joe Lucas and the Wire Farms of Las Vegas, Nevada. Joe Lucas trains, and Jason Thompson in the bike with his second-time starter.
Horses from the rail out: Red Hot Ember, Unnearing, Peanut Fear, Catch the Sensation, Center Story, and Seize the Bay. Here's
Through out
Roger.
in behind the gate. Wolfenburg starting gate, swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing, rough gated out of the gate. Red Hot Ember on the inside. On the outside, that's Center Story as they race into the first turn. Up on the outside, Peanut Fear. Now second, taking a seat is Unerring. Off stride, Peanut Fear. As they race to the backside, it's Center Story with the lead. Racing second, down the backside they go. It's Unerring. Up on the outside third, following the break is Peanut Fear. Now second and going on. Fourth is Seize the Bay. Racing fifth is Catch the Sensation. Trailing the field, Red Hot Ember on the outside. Opening quarter, 33-3. Into the turn they go. It's Center Story showing the way by 2.5 lengths. Racing in on the outside. With the restride comes Unerring. As they pass the stand for the first time, coming to the half. On top, Peanut Fear following the early break, going to the 8th. Racing second is Unerring. Third is Center Story. Fourth on the outside, Seize the Bay. Catch the Sensation fifth. On the outside, Red Hot Ember. Halfway home in 104-1. 30 3/5. Second panel. On to the backside. Peanut Fear has the lead by 2 1/4. Up on the outside, Unerring is there second. Racing third, Center Story. Fourth on the outside, Seize the Bay. Racing fifth, Red Hot Ember. Catch the Sensation trails the field. We got 3 in, 3 out. Now they're 3 wide. Here comes Seize the Bay and Jason Thompson. 3/4, 136. New leader, Seize the Bay on the outside. Unerring is there second. Moving on the outside, Center Story. As they race into the stretch, coming home. Off the course is Peanut Fear. Through the lane, it's Seize the Bay with the lead. Center Story on the outside. It's Seize the Bay. Center Story, Unerring.
Well, Seize the Bay. I neglected to mention this one sold out of the Ohio Select sale for $33,000. So sometimes money does talk. That's one of the more expensive ones we've seen today.
Had 2 really nice qualifiers at Scioto Downs where he paces miles in 59 flat twice in a row, and then went up to Northfield and went up there in 2 minutes and 3/5. So had a nice prep.
And down by the seaside has certainly established himself as a very good pacing sire here in Ohio. This was the first time actually Jason Thompson drove this one. In fact, this horse has been driven in each appearance by a different driver. That says something too.
Yeah.
Very adaptable.
Very adaptable horse. Must be very sure about his gait.
The horse that made a break a couple times and went inside the pylons, that was Peanut Fear out of the peanut butter shake mare.
Yep.
But Nick Clegg had told me that he was borderline unsafe, I guess is how I would put
okay.
it. Yeah. So he must
Place 5, 3,
have a
4,
few
place
problems,
6,
even though he never
racing
showed a
off
break
the
in
course.
his 3 prior
5,
starts.
place 4, 2, 1.
I think we're getting ready for the
Top down, 6, place 5.
for the
3,
placings. I can
4,
hear
place 6, racing
Roger
off
sitting
the
right in
course.
back of us, and we can
5,
hear him
place
getting
4,
it from the
2,
judges,
1,
getting officials from the judge.
33-3,
So we'll have those
104-1,
rundowns for you
136,
and the times in
5
just a
and 2.
second, because I missed a couple of them.
I did hear the mile went in 2:05.
Back in front of the stands, you win of the third race. Number 6, Seize the Bay. Joseph Lucas of Stowe, Ohio, and at the Wire Farms of Las Vegas, Nevada. Joseph Lucas, the winning trainer. Jason Thompson in the sulky. 2-year-old gelding down by the seaside of a Graceful Vision, taking a lifetime mark, 205 2/5. Final half 101-1. Final quarter 29-2. Results are official. Number 1, Red Hot Ember, 6, placed 5. The 2, Unerring, 3. Number 3, Peanut Sphere, 4, placed 6 for racing off the course. The 4, Catch the Sensation, 5, placed 4. The 5, Center Story, 2. The 6, Seize the Bay, the winner. Top down, place 5, 3, place 6, place 4, 2, 1 on the bottom. The quarter 33-3. The half 104-1. 3 quarters 136. The mile 205 2/5.
And we had a pylon violation in that one.
Yeah, absolutely. He was way inside the pylon. So if you were here at the Trumbull County Fair today and you looked inside the track on the light poles that we have there, we have a nest of ospreys. Just really cool looking birds. They've been here every year that I have been here. I'm not sure if it's the same group of them. But so if you were here at the fair, you could see those ospreys and you could also pick up your passport. So don't forget, at any of the fairs that you go to, pick up your passport and stop by the broadcast booth area, and we will put a sticker on it. The more stickers you get, the better you'll do. And at the end of the season, we will collect them all. And those with the most stickers will get tremendous prizes. That is TBA. We don't know what the prizes are, but I am guaranteed.
Keep them guessing. That's it.
Yes, that's
Collect
right.
those stickers, but keep you guessing.
They are going to be such good prizes. You'll want to be at every fair that you possibly can.
In fact, you might not just join us at the fairs, but there's racing all summer long in Ohio, both at Scioto Downs and Northfield. We've got nonstop action all year round when it comes to the harness horses in Ohio.
Absolutely. We never stop.
Why should we?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back to look at the horses in race number 4.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 jug winner Southwind Ozzy, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Horses on the track and pretty the post for the 2-year-old pacing event. Home Talents Cold Stake. Number 1, Rap Star with Lanny Merriman. Number 2 is Scratched. The 3, Cinder Lane Cruiser with Nick Clegg. Number 4, Bullville Said. The driver, Charlie Myrick. Number 5, Somewhere Up, Keith Cash Jr. Number 6, Wash the Dragon, Logan Ebersole. And number 7, Boys Born to Boogie, Tyler Angus in the sulky. And go to the gate.
This is the first division of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers going postward for $6,080. Total purse for this stake is $12,160.
Number 1, Rap Star. Lanny Merriman will drive for Linda Main. Carol Deanbostel is the owner. This is a well said out of Quick Little Miss, who's by Artiscape. This is the only horse in the field that did not start as a 2-year-old and has had just one qualifier this year and made a break right at the top of the stretch in that qualifier.
The 2-year-old Jethro's Flute is out, scratched, so we'll move on to the 3-horse Cinder Lane Cruiser, trained by Betty Clegg. Nick Clegg in the bike again today. This one had a really good season last year, picking up 9 victories and making over $50,000. So far this year has yet to hit the winner's circle. Cinder Lane Cruiser has had 15 starts and, of course, is owned by Betty Jo Clegg and is looking for good things, but I wouldn't be surprised. He's been racing the fair stakes and getting close, so second and third the last 2 starts.
Bullville Said and Charlie Myrick from the 4. Charlie's also the trainer. Richard Lee Stacy is the owner of this Bullville Powerful Colt out of Alexis Said, who is by Well Said. It was just a Buckeye Classic sale purchase for $2,000, so real reasonably priced colt. Has had 2 starts this year, both of those at Northfield. Pace mile in 2 minutes and a fifth and 2 minutes and 4/5.
Then we have the 5-horse, another Clegg entry, this time Keith Cash Jr. in the bike with Somewhere Up. This is a lather up out of Somewhere Sunny by Some Beach Somewhere, owned by Betty Jo Clegg. They got this one out of the Buckeye horse sale for $9,500. Made a break last time out.
Wash the Dragon. Logan Ebersol drives and trains for John DeSantis. Is Fear the Dragon out of a Some Beach Somewhere mare, a wash. 11 starts this year.
In the 7 is Boys Born to Boogie. Renee Loney gives Tyler Angus a call in the bike. This Western Vintage is out of a Jenna's Beach Boy mare named Bonnie's Beach. Has had 12 starts this year with 1 victory.
Often pacing Somewhere Up goes for the lead. Cinder Lane Cruiser gets away second. Into the turn on the outside. As they race into the turn, it's Bullville Said racing to the backside. Racing fifth, following the early break. Rap Star. Down the backside they go. On top of the field, it's Cinder Lane Cruiser showing the way. Up on the outside. Somewhere Up. On the outside of that, it's Wash the Dragon. Racing on the inside. Opening quarter, 33 seconds. Boys Born to Boogie. Followed by Bullville Said. Trailing the field, Rap Star. 5 in, 1 out at the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. Somewhere Up has the lead. Long mile on the outside, Wash the Dragon. Inside, Cinder Lane Cruiser. Racing fourth, Boys Born to Boogie. Halfway home, 102, or make that 104-1. As they race into the turn, racing fourth. As they race to the backside, Boys Born to Boogie. Racing fifth, Bullville Said. Treading the field, Rap Star. Down the backside, going to the 3/4 mark. The leader remains Somewhere Up by a length and a half at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 and 134-4. Midway around the final turn. Coming to the outside, Cinder Lane Cruiser, and the battle's on. Somewhere Up. Cinder Lane Cruiser on the outside second. Joining the chase on the outside, Boys Born to Boogie through the lane. On top, Cinder Lane Cruiser with the lead. Somewhere Up, Cinder Lane Cruiser. Somewhere Up, Boys Born to Boogie.
You want me to let him get that bottle watered first before I drag it, or drag it
I was
first?
going to see if I could peek at our timer's little sheet there and see what he wrote down.
Well, that was another 1-2 finish by the Clegg entries.
And take home the majority of the $6,080 purse.
Exactly. And this one did break the snide for the season, the one I was talking about. There you go. I said I wouldn't be surprised, and he did get the victory here. Cinder Lane Cruiser. A Yankee Cruiser, as I said, and this one out of the Ohio Select sale for $10,000.
Had an awfully good season as a 2-year-old, too. He had 25 starts, 9 wins, 5 seconds, 2/3, earned over $51,000. Mark of 55-4 as a 2-year-old. That's a nice mark.
Yeah, very nice money earner and very steady, obviously, hitting the board 16, 20 times, half the time, finishing 1, 2, 3 out of those 40 starts. Plus, very sturdy. 40 appearances behind the gate. That's pretty big.
Comes Betty Clegg walking down the track again. On a hot day like today, it's kind of weary coming down, but I think Betty's always excited to come down to the winner's circle.
Yeah, when you're winning, you forget about that. Out of order. We do have rules even at the fair.
Yeah.
Lining them up.
Cinder Lane Cruiser, owned and trained by Betty Clegg of Northfield, Ohio. Nick Clegg in the sulky, their third trip to the winner's circle this evening. 3-year-old Galley, the Yankee Cruiser, Dreamlight and Ivy, and the winner in 2:04, 1/5. Results are official. Number 1, Rapstar, 6. 2 was scratched. The 3, Cinder Lane Cruiser, the winner. The 4, Beauville Said, 5. The 5, Somewhere Up, 2. The 6, Wash the Dragon, 4. The 7, Boys Born to Boogie, 3. Top down, 6 scratch, 1. 5, 2, 4. 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 33. The half, 104, 1. 3/4, 134, 4. The mile, 2:04, 1/5.
A lot of energy.
Okay. Go.
You were talking about them coming to the winner's circle back and forth. Who needs a gym when you're taking care of horses?
Exactly. I think Betty Clegg's probably got a lot of steps in today just coming back and forth to that winner's circle. 5th race coming up. So we've got 3 races left tonight, 5th, 6th, and 7th. The 5th is the 3-year-old colt trot. Pays to have a trotter today, a trot and colt, because there have been only one division of each. They will be going for $12,160. 8 in it, 8 horses that have all had starts, so experience. We'll see who comes out on top. We'll be back right after this.
Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Horses are on the track and preparing their post for the 5th race, Home Talent Colt Stakes. 3-year-old trotters. Number 1, Sir Cactus Jack, the driver, Justin Irvine. Number 2, Count CC, Logan Ebersole. Number 3, Anson's Dreamer, Keith Cash Jr. Number 4, Naughty Tommy, Chris Hirschberger. Number 5, Zup, Tyler Angus. Number 6, Mindful Amos, Tim Johnson. Number 7, CS Door Prize, Jason Thompson. And number 8, Bob the Bomber, Ty Loy in the sulky. Horse stake 1 score.
All right, here. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters are on tap in this 5th race, going for $12,160 in the Home Talent Colt Stakes. A nice field of 8 young trotters here in their sophomore year. Susan?
Sir Cactus Jackson, Justin Irvine from the rail, Rosie Weaver trains. This Volstead colt is owned by John Zelenak and Charles Kaprowski. This is out of a Train for the Future mare, Run Nelly. 18 starts last year, 5 wins. The fastest of those was 2-6-1 at Tiffin.
Count CC, the 2 horse, has just made a third of those starts. 6 starts going postward this year with a win, a second, and a third. The last time out, a pretty impressive mile. Looks like came first up and finished second and trotted in 59 and 2 or 3. And John Oliverio trains this one. Logan Ebersole on the bike. It's a full count out of a King Pine mare named Balmyra CC, owned by David Weaver of Middlefield, Ohio.
Anson's Dreamer and Josh Cash for Eli Miller. Eli also owns this Mr. Anson colt out of Erica's Emmeline by Neely Dunn. No starts last year, 5 starts this year.
Naughty Tommy the 4 horse made 9 starts last year, 13 this year, has already picked up 2 wins. It is a long Tom Gelding out of the Naughty Nanny by Dewey Cheatham and Howe. Naughty Tommy was a Buckeye Classic sale, $26,000. And Darren Harvey trains, Chris Hirschberger in the bike.
Tyler Angus drives Sup. Matthew Burkholder is the trainer. Matthew and Sammy Weaver own this What the Hill colt. No starts prior year, has had 12 starts already this year.
Tim Johnson picks up the drive behind Mindful Amos for Betty Clegg. 11 starts this year, 1 win, no seconds, 1/3. Has the 6 hole, so will be on the gate but on the outside. This one was sold at the sale for $10,000.
CS Door Prize and Jason Thompson from the 2nd tier 7 hole, and Bob the Bomber and Ty Loy, the 8 horse from the 2nd tier.
All strides at the start. Naughty Tommy going right out for the early lead. That's up on the outside. Sir Cactus Jack on the inside. In between horses as they race into the turn, Count CC. On top of the field, Count CC goes off stride. Settling in second from the 2nd tier, Bob the Bomber. Racing to the backside, Sup on the outside 3rd. Getting away 4th, that's CS Door Prize. Racing 5th, Mindful Amos. Down the backside they go. Anson's Dreamer is 6th. Racing 7th, Count CC, and trailing the field, Naughty Tommy. Opening quarter in 31 seconds. Into the turn, going to the 3/8. It's Justin Irvine showing. In the 2 hole is Bob the Bomber with Ty Loy as they race into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Sup and Tyler Angus on the outside, going the long mile. Racing up 4th to CS Door Prize. 5th on the outside, Count CC. Inside 6th is Mindful Amos. 7th is Naughty Tommy, and the trailer is Anson's Dreamer. Halfway home, 102, 1/5. On to the backside they go. Sir Cactus Jack has the lead by a length and a quarter. Racing second is Bob the Bomber. Still on the outside, Sup. Down the backside they go. Moving on the outside, 3 wide comes CS Door Prize. Racing on the inside, Mindful Amos. Moving on the outside with each and every stride. Going to the 3/4 in 1:34. Midway around the final turn, on top of the field, CS Door Prize, Jason Thompson takes command and opens up by a length and a half. Sir Cactus Jack, second on the inside, and late a mile to go in Ohio. On the outside, CS Door Prize coming back on the inside. Sir Cactus Jack to the wire. CS Door Prize. Sir Cactus Jack, Bob the Bomber.
Okay, I just heard the judges ask for a photo for win. To me, it looked like CS Door Prize and Sir Cactus Jack, but we're going to wait for the photo. I'm going to watch this replay because I want to know how Bob the Bomber and Ty Lloyd left from the second tier, and by the time they got halfway into the turn, they were sitting second.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to watch that to see how he wiggled his way through that.
Exactly.
I mean, there's 8 horses in there.
Yes, I know. And I'm sure a lot of people remember Bob the Bomber from last season. He was quite exciting to watch. He won 8 of 12. But yes, he, I think, finished third here. I'd say it was a long nose. I'm with you. I thought that the CS Door Prize clearly won over the rail horse, Sir Cactus Jacks. But we shall see.
We shall, yep.
They'll look at that finished print and give us the
And I didn't get any of the rest because I was watching the 2 in front. So I usually can write down who's coming across the wire, but I missed them all.
But there were a few that made a breaks. The 2, Count CC, 4, Naughty Tommy, they both made breaks during the race. Anson's Dreamer broke. There's 3 of them out of the field of 8 that broke stride.
So it sounds like Roger just got the official result, so we'll get that from him.
Wins the winner of 5th race, number 7, CS Door Prize. Gerald Hawks of Jetto, Michigan. Rosie Weaver, the winning trainer. Jason Thompson in the sulky. 3-year-old gelding by Enterprise out of Open Door Policy. Home a winner in 2:04 4/5. Rosie Weaver, Jason Thompson, CS Door Prize in the 5th.
A little applause there for Jason. I think he won one on the afternoon card.
Yeah, I think so.
Cactus Jack, 2. The 2, Count CC, 7. The 3, Anson's Dreamer, 8. The 4, Naughty Tom, 6. The 5, Sup, 5. The 6, Mindful Amos, 4. The 7, CS Door Prize, the winner. Number 8, Bob the Bomber, 3. Top down, 2, 7, 8. 6, 5, 4. 1, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 31. The half, 102.1. 3/4, 134. The mile, 2:04 4/5.
Okay, so that is the 5th race on the evening card at Cortland in the books. Coming up with the 6th. This is the 2nd division of the 3-year-old colt Pacers, going for a purse of $6,080. Total for the 2 divisions, $12,160. We'll be back to take a look at these 6 horses right after this.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Horses are on the track and pretty to the post for the 6th race. Pacing event. Number 1, Dragon My Peanuts. The driver, Rocky Ward. Number 2, Dancing and Across the USA, Chris Hirschberger. Number 3, Dragon Story, Keith Cash Jr. Number 4, In His Time, Tim Johnson. Number 5, Treetop Flyer, Tyler Angus. Number 6, Mr. Legend, Nick Clegg.
Okay, this is the 3-year-old Colt Pace, 2nd division, going for a purse of $6,080. So let's take a closer look at these horses.
The one horse, Dragon My Peanuts, did not race as a 2-year-old, has had 4 appearances at 3. He's a gelding by Fear of the Dragon out of Peanut Better Shake Again, your favorite name, and Better's Delight. And Rocky Ward owns, trains, and drives this 3-year-old colt that I said did not race as a 2-year-old. Came out of the Buckeye sale for $15,000.
Dancing Across the USA and Chris Hirschberger for Christina Hager. Christina is also the breeder and the owner of this Dancing Yankee colt out of Surfin' USA by Nobleland Sam. Has had a qualifier at Northfield, qualified in 2, 3, and 1, and then raced in a non-winners of 1 race, finished 5th.
Betty Clegg sends out a trio of pacers here in this race. The 3-horse Dragon Story is being driven by Keith Cash Jr., has had 3 appearances this year, has yet to hit the board, 14 appearances last year, record of 203 at Hilliard. This is a Fear the Dragon out of Stormy Novel by Well Said.
Another horse from the Clegg stable, In His Time, a Fear the Dragon out of a Western Terrier mare, We Adore Thee. Tim Johnson will drive. This horse was 19 for 25, first, seconds, or thirds last year. Earnings $42,000 as a 2-year-old.
The gelded son of Racing Hill out of Champaign Tonight by Western Tire is the 5-horse Treetop Flyer with Tyler Angus in the bike for trainer Claire Umholtz. This one has scored once this year out of 11 starts at Northfield and 56-1.
And Mr. Legend with Nick Clegg for Betty, a bit of a legend, and out of an Astros mare, The Mistress. Won his last start at Marion in 2, 5, and 3, and we did have a driver change back to Logan Ebersol, so Logan Ebersol will drive the 5. They switched it again.
Again, they've had quite a few little, what do we say, musical chairs there on the drivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here they come. Off stride, Treetop Flyer. Off and pacing, going for the lead, Mr. Legend. In His Time gets away 2nd in the inside, Dancing Across the USA. Racing 4th, Dragon Story. Onto the backside, Dragon My Peanuts 5th. Trailing the field, Treetop Flyer, following the early break. Up on the outside, Mr. Legend and Nick Clegg takes the lead by 2 1/4. In His Time is their 2nd, racing 3rd. Dancing Across the USA, racing 4th, Dragon Story. Pacing 5th, Dragon My Peanuts. Opening quarter, 31-3. Trailing the field, off stride again, Treetop Flyer. Around the turn, here comes Rocky Ward on the move from 5th with Dragon My Peanuts. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field and showing the way, it's Mr. Legend by 1 1/4. In His Time is their 2nd, racing up 3rd on the outside, Dragon Story. Racing 4th, Dancing Across the USA. Halfway home in 102-1. On to the backside, Dragon My Peanuts 5th. Trailing the field, Treetop Flyer. Racing to the backside, Mr. Legend by 1 1/2. In His Time, right there 2nd. Racing 3rd, Dancing Across the USA. 4th on the outside, Long Mile, Dragon Story. Racing fifth, Treetop Flyer. Trailing the field, Dragon My Peanuts at the 3/4 mark, 1:33. Midway around the final turn, out of the pocket and taking the lead, Tim Johnson in his time. Opens up by 3.5, make it 4. Mr. Legend fighting to hang on second. On the outside, dancing across the USA. Coming to the wire, it's all Tim Johnson and in his time. Dancing across the USA, Mr. Legend.
What about that?
Just had a little slight collision there. I think one horse was slowing down a little bit faster than was thought. So just a little touch. Guys got out of it just fine, though. In his time, and Tim Johnson, you know, I never see Tim Johnson as the first driver. He's always put up. So I'm not sure how old Tim is. You know, we'd like a little statistics about Tim Johnson, but we don't know those.
That's right. It would be nice to be able to pass along that information. No, you always have, you know, aspiring young drivers, and they have to take what they can get when they can get it.
Absolutely. It's the best way to learn, to just hang around and wait and, you know, get some drives.
We're a lot different than the thoroughbreds. A thoroughbred jockey goes to an agent, and the agent goes out and stumps for him and says, you know, my jockey will drive this or ride this horse for you, etc. But our fellas have to do it on their own.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be a little bit aggressive when you're young and hungry, looking for some drives. So here comes the Clegg again down the... Betty seems like she's driving that horse again. Her arms are going, and she's talking about something, but coming down to get in the winner's circle again with Tim Johnson this time, and in his time. The horse we talked about is 19 of 25 last year as a 2-year-old, earned $42,000 and a mark of 156 as a 2-year-old.
Number 4, in his time, Betty Jo Clegg of Northfield, Ohio's younger trainer, Tim Johnson, the winning driver. 2-year-old Getting by Fear of the Dragon, and We Adore Thee, home winner in 2:02, 1/5. Ohio's winningest trainer last year at the fairs, Betty Clegg. She's winningest trainer so far this year as well, with her 4th win this evening.
Alrighty, yeah, we have no view up there.
So we're going to have the official results.
It looks like Betty Clegg was ordering a picture there, like you said. Get another picture.
Yeah, yep.
This one must be a double.
I wonder where she puts them all, because she can collect a lot of pictures in the summer. So we are awaiting the official results, but we do know that in his time certainly was the winner. I had Dancing Across the USA second. What did you... Oh, you had Mr. Legend.
I don't know. I might have messed up. I think I might have messed up there, actually. You had him third. I think I might have not been paying close enough attention either.
I might have not. Well, sometimes, you know, you get focused on one thing, and then you're just watching that one horse, and then you miss all the rest of the horses. So we're going to get those. Just to let you know, in the 7th race, the open pace, we are scratched down to just a field of 3. We've got USA Diamond Rock and Filet Mignon are both scratched, so we are only going to have 3 in our finale here at Cortland.
And that is our getaway feature, and it features aged horses in an open, not the 2- and 3-year-olds that we've been seeing all afternoon and this evening, but the aged group.
I think that the track record here on the pace is 156, set in 2001, and I think that's going to be safe this year. I don't think that we're going to beat that this year.
And this is when you have a call to the judges. They need to hear from the drivers that were involved in that little melee.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, it's an objection, an official objection.
So the objection was by Logan Ebersol against Rocky Ward. So we'll see what they say about that. And we'll just hang out here for a little while until we get that objection
sorted out.
Sorted out, yeah.
The
It
official-
was after the finish, so I wonder what they will do about that.
Well, and actually, an objection, of course, a driver has to lodge that against another driver, where if a judge sees something like that, they'll have a general inquiry or look into a race, but you don't see nearly as many objections because a lot of drivers, I believe, think, well, things happen when you're in close quarters and stuff, and they just let some things go.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that is true. Sometimes it's not a purposeful incident. It's just something that kind of happens, like.
And also sometimes not worthwhile. Nothing would be gained.
Right. Correct. Well, it has been quite a day of racing here at Cortland. The track
The
is in
winner
very
was
good
number 4
condition.
in his time. The 2, Dancing Across the USA, second. And the 6, Mr. Legend, was third. Those 3 finishers, that is official. The quarter, 31-3. The half, 102-1. 3/4, 133. The mile, 2-2, 1/5.
Well, I think we're still waiting to hear about the objection, but we did get the first 3 finishers. So it was in his time, was first, Dancing Across the USA second, and Mr. Legend was third. Another nice mile, 2-2 and 1, so they came last half in a minute. So it's a good mile. And as we talked about earlier, we are scratched down to a field of just 3 horses for this open pace at Cortland.
Well, that's going to make it interesting because are they just going to line up, or is anybody going to make it a real test?
Yep. We will, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll tell you where the rest of those horses in the 6th race finish and talk about the 7th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Volstead, Coach K Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Horses are on the track, completing the post for the 7th race, an open pace for a purse of $1,000. And these are the horses. Number 1, Dirty Dreams, the driver, Mario Zito. Number 2, Secret Captain, the driver, Nick Clegg. Numbers 3 and 4 have been scratched. And number 5, Trey Rock, Eric Miller in the sulky. Horses take one short score and go to the gate.
Okay, so the open pace is our last race, going for a purse of $1,000, scratched down to just a field of 3.
We have the rail horse Dirty Dreams, trained and driven by Mario Zito. He's also the owner of this 5-year-old gelding by Mr. Apples out of Sarah's Little Sis by Nobleland Sam. There's old breeding for you out of that dam. This one just came off a qualifier where it won in 1:57.3 at Northfield, although has had 17 appearances this year with 2 wins, the fastest 1:55 at Northfield Park.
Secret Captain and Nick Clegg will leave from the 2 spot for owner-trainer Betty. This is a Captain Treacherous 4-year-old gelding out of Western Hanover mare. Lightly raced horse, has just had 11 starts in his life, 4 starts this year, 2 last year. It has earned $36,000. Got a mark as a 2-year-old of 153 at Pocono Downs.
Yes, the 3-horse USA Diamond Rock and the 4-horse Filet Mignon are out, reducing this to a field of 3. The 5-horse now going from post position 3 as they get to move into spaces is Trey Rock, driven by Eric Miller and trained by Corey Dyerman for David A. Cap of Youngstown, Ohio. And Corey Dyerman also owns a piece of this one. Trey Rock is a mare by Pet Rock out of the Crest by Towner's Big Guy. So we have a field here that's made of 2 geldings and 1 mare. Trey Rock has yet to see the winner's circle this year, but did win 11 of 31 last year with a mark of 153-1 at Northfield Park.
Made quite a bit of money last year, too. Made $99,000
Very
as
nice,
a
very
3-year-old.
nice. You know, you mentioned you were talking about Secret Captain. If you look, he had a very good 2-year-old season, a short season, 11 starts, but that's about right for 2-year-olds, 11, 12 starts. Had 2 wins, 53 at Pocono Downs. I heard actually flashed a lot of talent and was quite a promising young horse. However, last year he only made 3 appearances at 3.
At 3,
2 appearances at 3, so you don't always know what the setbacks came from, but now back at the races. They're going for $1,000 here in the Open. That's typical at a lot of fairs with the aged horses.
Yeah, we are lucky in this state to have the Signature Series, which allows them a lot of times to go for a little bit more than that. But the Signature Series, I think this year is in 38 fairs. So for those older horses, it's a great chance for them to keep racing. You know, a lot of those horses, maybe some of them need a break from the pari-mutuel tracks, or they're coming back from an injury or something like that. And what I really like is when these young kids are driving them. You know, you get these young guys with an 11-year-old gelding that really knows his way around the track.
And actually, they teach them a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you learn a lot driving horses that are like that, experienced and things like that. I remember when I talked to young Danny Noble at Delaware when I was doing the broadcast there, and his father Sam Noble had him making his first appearance behind an old gelding. I cannot remember the name, which is sad, because you're going back, you know, probably 20 years right now or so, or maybe even a little more. But, oh yeah, definitely more.
Yeah. We had a young fellow at Wilmington last night, 14 years old. He's in the 4-H Standardbred Project, and his final thing of his project was to rate a mile in 2:30, and he went out on the track in between races and did his mile in exactly 2:30. So nice old horse that was teaching him.
Very good.
So let's head up to Roger Houston for the call of the 7th race, the Open Pace from Cortland.
Off and pacing for the lead, Secret Captain. Inside, Dirty Dreams. Up on the outside, it's Trey Rock as they race into the turn. On top of the field, it's Secret Captain by a neck. Rough Gated goes off stride. 3 wide on the outside, Trey Rock to take the lead. Dirty Dreams is there second. Secret Captain is off stride third. Down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, Trey Rock and Eric Miller. Opening quarter, 30 1/5. Dirty Dreams is there second. Secret Captain third. Around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Trey Rock, 4-year-old mare by Pet Rock. Eric Miller cutting it out. Dirty Dreams, Mario Cito second. 5-year-old gelding by Mr. Apples. And trailing the field, Secret Captain, 4-year-old gelding by Captain Treacherous. Nick Clegg can see them all at the 3/8 mark. The end of the turn, off the half, and 101 2. To the backside they go. Trey Rock continues to show the way. Racing second is Dirty Dreams. Closing the gap a bit is Secret Captain. On to the backside and the 3/4 station. Trey Rock pulling the pocket. Dirty Dreams going after the leader. Looked him in the eye and went right on by. 3/4, Secret Captain trails. 3/4 mark, 132. Into the final turn. on top of the field and showing the way. Dirty Dreams opening up with each and every stride. Trey Rock second, Secret Captain third. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. Dirty Dreams on top and drawing away with each and every stride. The winner of the open pace, Dirty Dreams and Mario Zito. Trey Rock second, Secret Captain is third. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5.
I believe that's the second fastest mile of the meet. We had a 2-minute mark a little while ago. So Dirty Dreams, Mario Zito.
Yeah, he was an easy winner. He was sitting there till down the backside, and he made his move, and there was no question that I think at that point when he took over that he was going to win the race. Secret Captain basically eliminated himself with an early break, so he finished third, which leaves Trey Rock with the second place finish here in our 3-horse race.
5-year-old Dirty Dreams has earned $41,602 in his life. He's just a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old. Mark of 153-1 taken at the Meadows. So we want to certainly thank the Trumbull County Fair, and the track crew did an awesome job today taking care of this track. This is a clay track. It's hard to, it's a little bit different to take care of than your normal limestone kind of tracks that we have that are all weather. This takes a little special care on this track, and Elwood Woolham told us that they rolled it, they graded it a little and rolled it and really had it in good shape.
That's a very good point. Most of the limestone tracks tend to be very hard. You can often hear the horses hitting. It's hard to keep a limestone track with any kind of cushion on it. Not so much here.
Yeah.
This was a much softer track and a very nice
The winner, open pace, the one, Dirty Dreams, Mario Zito. Marshallville, Ohio, owns, trains, and drives. He's even the caretaker. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5 for the 5-year-old gelding, but Mr. Apples had a Sarah's Little Sis. Results are official. Number 1, Dirty Dreams, the winner. The 2, Secret Captain, 3. 3 and 4, Scratch. The 5, Trey Rock, 2. The quarter, 30-1. The half, 101-2. 3/4, 132. A mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. Final half, 59. Final quarter, 28-2.
Okay, so this includes the racing program, County Fair, and all the guys that worked on the track, because that was got it in great shape. Home Talent Colt Association and all of our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we couldn't put these races on for you. Remember to come to a fair next time and come up to the broadcast booth, get your passport so you can win great prizes by the end of the year. So for Frank Fraz, Trish Soulsby, and myself, Susan Schroeder, we'll see you at a fair real soon. Good night.
Very good.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.